Alright guys, welcome back to T90 Titans League Season 2. We got another Gold League game here in Hearttt versus BadBoy. They game number 2 with Hearttt spawning at the lower side of the map. Blue Trunks Mines player, so a nice Archer Civ, extra starting villager as well. It's a little bit of a eco boon, and they've also got resource conservation. Resources last 15% longer. So, you know, for every resources they gather, 1.5 resources, or sorry, for every 20 resources they gather, an extra 3 resources is left behind. So today, his opponent, top side of the map, Red Trunks in BadBoy playing Malays. So we've got faster age ups, which will mean far less impact to his eco in order to actually stop and take the age up. It's not going to cost him as many villages, so it'll sort of offset that extra starting villager and the resource conservation the mines will have. These fish traps will be quite strong. I mean, we're here today on Scandinavia, so our players will have a bit of water to go for. Going for a civ that is built around the naval might be a good idea here for BadBoy. Be able to secure water and then from there push on the land, because it's not as though the mines have really got any eco text there as such, other than, I mean, any water text there as such, other than the eco benefit for the fishing. So might be BadBoy's idea to try and get ahead here on the water and then take over on the land. Or Hearttt possibly looking to just go for some pressure on the land and keep it going and win without necessarily having to rely too much on the docks. I suppose I was going to say that dock line of sight, that's not all that helpful in the combat as such, but the docks being upgradable to harbours is really what's strong, because they can be like towers. And then on top of that, that fishing eco on the water once you've secured it, really, really good. Stronger fishing traps, so even once all this fishing depletes, you know, you've got wonderful fishing eco, because it'll be even cheaper than fishing traps normally are, and I think they're already more cost efficient than farms, but I could be wrong about that. TLDR, it depends on the civ. So, players going for the docks. Nothing too crazy happening just yet. Won't see an early barracks for a little while, because we'll be going for some fishing ships. Going to try and take that age up behind them. But I have to wonder if there's a benefit to sort of delaying going for any fishing boats, really just getting the dock and going for a quick age up, having the villager just fish there, and then just going straight on the warships. I mean, obviously, you don't get the benefit of the fishing, so your eco not going to be as powerful as your opponents, but you might be able to squeeze out that galley slightly quicker. So no, my experiences with AOEO and AOM, it's, well, not so much AOM, it's a bit like more like AOE2 here. But my experience with AOEO is it's really powerful oftentimes to go for an early dock build, but not produce any fishing ships, just go for the sole intent of basically pushing your opponent off the water, and then worrying about growing your dock eco behind it. I know with AOM, it's a lot more like AOE2 here, where you get multiple fishing boats, take your age up, and then worry about fighting on the water. I think you're a lot more likely to see players defend on the water in AoE2 and AOM over AoEO. But at the same time, there's probably not less. I mean, there probably is less in the way of actual just water rush builds. going to be able to save the villager here? Not quite, but BadBoy going to take out the Eagle Warrior. So Hearttt. They're actually up by a couple of villagers. He's also up to the 4 fishing ships to his opponent's 2, but in saying that, we've already got feudal age here. Hearttt, his own, still kicking in, so BadBoy going to creep up another villager. So double dock here for our Malay player. Single dock for now. Although judging by this villager, probably going to see... What's she doing? Looks like BadBoy threw the wall off here. But in saying that, it's a short-lived victory because the scout does go down pretty quickly, unable to get a villager. So Hearttt can be able to finish his wall off. And BadBoy, let's start pushing with some galleys. Well, we got 5 galleys on the way for Hearttt. This will be a bit of a pain for the eco of Hearttt. He's going to lose some of these fishing ships he's held over his opponent. But I think the fire galley should be able to beat the regular galley 1-1. We got 5 galleys, 1 on the way for BadBoy. Another 2 fire galleys here for Hearttt, but BadBoy has that galley as well to back things up, and he's got the second dock. I should actually check. I'm not too sure where. So if we have a quick look here, what age is that unique upgrade? Is it a castle tech? Yeah, so you have to get to castle age to get the harbours upgrade. It's actually a 3rd fire ship out for Hearttt already, but first going down. So Hearttt has less on the water here, but I think he's got probably more health on the water. So both our players repairing ships now. Hearttt not going to want to overextend with that one, but he could possibly take out the galley there rather than just letting it block him. Some good control there by BadBoy. I think Hearttt probably was best off just trying to pick it off because it's continuing to wreak havoc for him. But now, BadBoy just chasing. That's not so good for him. So both our players making a bit of a mistake and the other player capitalizing on it there on the water. They've got a demo raft. Ooh, so hitting that front on, probably not the best of hits there for BadBoy, because I mean he had the better concave with 3 against 1 anyway, and he didn't actually hit the second warship with the splash. So now Hearttt gonna have the opportunity to try and make use of the demo raft as well, but BadBoy splitting his demo ship, splitting his fire galleys up. Oh, and now that's more like what we want to see. A chain explosion there. So good, our players walling themselves in, setting up to go to castle. We'll see the unique techs start to play a bit more of an impact. BadBoy wanting to overextend this time. And Hearttt now taking a fight that he probably shouldn't be here. Eager to try and get that warship, and it is going to cost him. So now BadBoy seems to be pulling ahead slightly on the water here. He's got double dock as well. I think at the moment he's just relying on the single fire galley production. Now Hearttt going up to double fire galley production. He wants to try and catch back up here on the water. This is looking good for BadBoy at the moment, I think. Especially because he's taken out those fishing ships, and Heartt's now only back on the one. He never invested in more himself. It looks like things slowing down here on the water for Hearttt. Let's have a look. Yeah, because he's transitioning to archers here on the land, that'd be why. But in saying that, BadBoy's pretty well walled off, so it's going to be probably more a mass up to castle and get a lot of crossbows and prevent your opponent from being able to move out onto this next gold mine than anything. Don't think he's really looking at pressuring him just yet, but BadBoy going to try and take the water over the other side. But he might find that Hearttt is going to prevent him from doing so, or at least try to. Now BadBoy may really be looking to seal the deal on the water on the lower side here. BadBoy going to hit castle age now. Heartt's shouldn't be too far away either. Looks like Hearttt pushed off this water. He's getting more fire galleys. I have to wonder. Oh, he's going to store them up and then pop out a demo ship possibly.
Yeah.
And BadBoy, a little lucky that he's just outside the line of sight of this fire galley over here, which is patrolling. I mean, you generally do want to set it on patrol, so it'll, yeah, explore as much of the coast as possible. BadBoy. He's moving the villager, getting ready. There we go, he's got the wood now, he's going to go for the dock. Going to look at trying to interrupt Hearttt over this side. Or Hearttt, look at... We're just getting this fire galley, and there may be a demo ship. Going to start pressuring on the land first. It's BadBoy. No land production, already got up to 3 town centers. He's going to start getting it though with the siege workshop. Well, Hearttt single additional town center for now. And here we go, more fire galleys being added. He hasn't yet opted to switch to demo ships, and I guess what he could always look at doing is trying to hit this restored, well, this improved fishing eco here from BadBoy. BadBoy been found over on the top, not been able to get the villager. Let's start working away at the dock. Hearttt pops out this fire galley, or maybe he didn't have it rallied out of into the dock. Or it's just, oh, it might just be low enough to release it. Maybe, probably what it is. Well, the demo ship connecting, good splash there, hitting the pair of the fire galleys. So I think Hearttt will only be able to clean up one of these, not even going to be able to clean up any of them. The dock falling now, so it looks like BadBoy definitely is held on to this side. Hearttt going to try and pressure with Archer Mangonel. Or BadBoy going to attempt to unsettle Heartt's fishing eco on the top side now. Lower side, I'd call that a victory by now. Over here on the top side, BadBoy's still got a bit more work to do, while Hearttt going to be eager to try and deal some damage here on the land. If he can get these villagers, it might give him the reprieve that he's looking for. So he gets one, interrupts a lot of the gathering there, gets another couple of the villagers, and now BadBoy noticing that pair of onagers just on his doorstep, so these guys going to be able to get Scorpion force Onager production or quick infantry production here. Oh no, that's right, he's a lot of cavalry production here from him. Looks like BadBoy has now won the water on both sides of the map. And Malay have that really nice late game fishing eco boost with the cheaper fishing traps. Ooh, he could pick off this villager. What's he doing? There we go. Oh, letting her walk far enough away that he wouldn't be able to try and save her. So BadBoy, under a bit of pressure at home now, has the water on both sides of the map, so he's got that big eco advantage, and he'll be even with town centers. Ooh, not any more, because Hearttt about to take a third and finishing off that third town center there of BadBoy's. I think ecos gonna be pretty similar, if not still slightly favoring BadBoy, considering he's got great water eco. He's got the 3 dock advantage over his opponent. Hearttt, obviously, having town center advantage is always nice as well, because it gives you a little bit more resource flexibility. Nice villager micro there from Hearttt. Tricky stuff, and able to take out the 2 Onagers there of BadBoy's. Whoa, his own does barely survive. So BadBoy going for a defensive castle. Because this will mean that Hearttt can really only push up to about here. He can take out the town center, but he's not going to be able to push any further than that unless he snakes his way all the way through here and takes out the siege workshop as well, or the palisades to sneak past the castle. So they've got that little bit more range, that range advantage over Mangonel, which obviously, you know, you need to take advantage of by Hearttt against this town center. So BadBoy, economy in a great spot, but right now he's struggling to keep his opponent out of his base. Karambits there, some of the unique units. And these guys, ooh, not going to be... That last Mangonel shot probably wasn't necessary there, because there is the archers still in tow, and so it ends up just being friendly fire. But Hearttt, this is some great pressure he's putting on BadBoy at the moment, who's struggling to find an... Ooh, some more friendly fire. We got danger close, danger close. Karambits struggling to find a chance to engage on this siege now. So Hearttt trying to creep forward with everything he's got. BadBoy starting his Mangonel production. So their Onagers, once they're upgraded, their Mangonels until then. So these Karambits, very, very quick. They're only quite squishy. These unupgraded archers seem to really be paying for themselves at the moment. Sorry. They're not upgraded to crossbows, but they're still immensely strong. Mines have the crossbow upgrade, don't they? Yeah, they do, so what are you doing? He's got all the armory upgrades for him, but hasn't upgraded them to crossbows. Karambit's able to take out one of the Mangonels, while BadBoy re-establishing a town center. So he's dropped a pair of them, but he's replaced them. Still got that water advantage, but Hearttt now definitely catching up on the villager population, and still seems to be making the push. So BadBoy will be eager to try and finish off this castle here, and with minimal vill losses if he can. Hearttt will be looking the exact opposite of that scenario. And now the villagers really have to scatter there. They're not going to be able to finish the castle. And Hearttt taking Imperial Age. BadBoy taking Imperial Age. Workshop there for BadBoy. Really doesn't have a lot of military, considering he's got most of his military tied up in these ships. I mean, obviously he can always build more. It's not like either player's population cap, but even still, it just means he's got so little here on the field. He's really just biding his time till he can get some more mangonels out here. Some more karambits. Here we go. He's got a big spam of karambits now. These guys train really fast. They move really fast. And, well, so far they've been dying really fast, but it may not be the case here. BadBoy hitting Imperial Age. He's going to try and finish off the town centre now. Plumed archers here for Hearttt to try and focus down the karambit. They should be able to finish off the siege. BadBoy not wanting that mangonel to fire there. Not going to have as much danger close here as Heartt's had. Hearttt going to add the castle. Both our players going to be able to add trebuchets now, so it looks like BadBoy's going for here. Hearttt, Imperial Age kicking in, so he'll be able to start treb production, but another castle here for BadBoy. Man, how have you had the stone to afford all this? Now the pressure is on Hearttt to try and get some trebs out. Make sure his forward castles aren't falling. But there's plumed archers sneaking into the base. But Hearttt opting against going through here, because really you'd have to brush up against the castle and it just wouldn't be worth it. So he's going to have to come back with those guys. He could try and sneak through here at the lower side. Meanwhile, karambits, the BadBoy sneaking into the gold mine. They might be able to get a villager or two or force a garrison. They will get cleaned up. There is a plumed archer, and obviously, you know, you can just garrison the town centre, but the villagers repairing the treb. Well, we've got trebs from Hearttt focusing down BadBoy's trebs. This is always a good idea. In saying that, BadBoy repairing trebs. Plumed archers trying to find a chance, pick off some gold gatherers here. Eco's very even now. Looks like the trebs for Hearttt now making it work. He's brought down BadBoy's trebuchet count to 2. Switch back to focusing down the castle. I think he's got slightly more repairers than his opponent on it. So that first frontline castle falls. The first victim of Imperial Age technologies. More gold gatherers being zoned off by Hearttt there, so this is very nice for him. He's even going to try getting that mining camp over there so he can grab some of that stone off his opponent, prevent BadBoy from getting more castles. He can do that, prevent repairs on the castles, his own trebs have a little bit less work to do. BadBoy trying to add some more houses here. Gonna lose some villagers. Doesn't seem to have really any military on the go here on the land. Just trying to snake a scorpion down this way and just run into some plumed archers. Would have been nice if we could get onto those farms though. Plumed archers continuing to be a pest here. So they do slightly outrange the town centre, preventing any gathering right there. The skirmishers should be able to catch them as well as being a nuisance for these villagers. Trebuchet overextending a little bit there for Hearttt, but it's backing up to focus on the castle now. These must just be outside of range to hit that castle. Ooh, some plumed archers have managed to snake their way into the base. So BadBoy, this will be really tough because this is his main source of gold at the moment. He has got a bit of space to stay on this gold, but at the same time that's a lot of villagers falling for him. So up by about 30 villagers. BadBoy, noticing the fact that he's picked off all those plumed archers for relatively little, but now he's lost a castle, he's lost a lot of gatherers. Hearttt pushing here over on the front side, so this BadBoy got enough left in the tank, or Hearttt take this game here. He's continuing to harass with all these plumed archers, and now they've got a garrison. They're going to have to back off. Skirmish is coming forward, but they're going to need to stay out of range of that castle. BadBoy reclaiming possession of his stone mine there. Hearttt looks pretty safe over here on all of his mines. Well, this gold mine for BadBoy still not really all that defended. This stone mine as well. We see the skirmish is going to be great against these plumed archers, but if infantry or if some more siege hits the field, they're not really going to be able to do a lot. Plumed archers still trying to be a bit of a pest here. And another trebuchet falling now for BadBoy, so Hearttt is a nice lead with the siege units. It seems to have found a way in between the town centres. So he's going to be able to snipe another couple of villagers, but in saying that, the skirms might now finally have cut these guys off. So the villagers are able to get back to work. BadBoy, his eco has taken a bit of a beating here. Hearttt up to 136 vills. BadBoy only the 98. And bearing in mind, with neither player population capped, it means that it's definitely giving the Hearttt the headroom to lose a little bit more than his opponent, or bank up a little bit more. Now, BadBoy is across all of his resources, so he'll be able to suck the gold up that he needs for the late game, as well as he's got most of the stone that he'll need to try and get another castle or two. We'll just keep repairing the ones he's still got. And saying that, Hearttt has a nice score lead here, has a nice eco lead, and I think still a military lead, considering there are some of these military units of BadBoys locking up population. Not that there's anything wrong with that until he hits 200 population, but it just means that, yep, GG, he doesn't really have the army to keep on going at this point in the game, and Hearttt takes the game there. It looks like he was going to be going for that castle, but just a little late on it. I think that'd be the end there, because he'd be forced to just basically keep fielding skirms. Hasn't really got a huge amount of wood to do so either. And GG.